Welcome, ladies. It's day 5 of the Ditch Diabetes Challenge. It has been an amazing week, and today is the day that I am going to tell you how you could work with me. But I want to congratulate you for being committed to being here every day of the week and truly prioritizing your health. By now, you should have seen some results from your homework. Have you been consistent in completing each day's worksheets? What changes have you made or discovered that you can implement? I would love for you to share in the chat in the Facebook group what you've noticed this week. Let's celebrate the good work you have done and let's keep the momentum going. So far this week, we talked about nutrition, stress, mindset, and sleep. And today we're going to talk about activity. So you've probably heard that exercise is a key element to reducing blood sugar. Today, as promised, I want to dispel the myth that you have to go crazy at the gym every day of the week to lower your blood sugar, lose weight, and be energized. I titled today's lesson, Exercise is a 4-letter word, because exercising puts stress on your body and hinders your ability to get results. What I mean about overworking the body is that excessive cardio and weight training without giving the body enough time to rest and recover is counterproductive. Fitness means we have a readiness for life. Your quality of life means you feel better, you experience contentment and joy, and you have the connections with other people in your own body. There is a misconception that you can exercise or track your way out of what you put in your mouth. Using exercise primarily as a way to lose weight without attention to diet and other core health principles won't work, or it may work for a while, but is not sustainable. So here are some questions to ask yourself. Do you move through space with the greatest amount of ease, grace, power, and strength? Do you have an excellent range of motion with most activities? Do you feel centered, grounded, and balanced? Are you able to enjoy play activities? And how are your relationships with other people and your body? When you put all these things together, you improve your quality of life you could not get solely from working out at the gym. Keeping your bodies moving throughout the day with various activities, you will be more overall fitness than focused training alone. But now you must have learned that strength training is important for weight loss, prevent muscle loss, and improve bone strength. That is true. However, you don't need to lift weights to accomplish this. There are many other ways that are more enjoyable and playful than going to the gym 6 days a week. A primal strategy is incorporating fitness into your overall life with an emphasis on sustainability and longevity. Finding ways to be active and build strength can be a game changer when it comes to exercise. For those with a sedentary lifestyle, you need to be a little creative with getting movement in, especially during the winter months when you cannot get outside. In my 12-week independent life wellness restoration program, I can help you discover new activities that will fit into your lifestyle that are easy and sustainable. So what kind of activities do you enjoy that get you moving? And what are some of the things that you do regularly that involve movement? Many women believe that daily cardio workouts are necessary. They jump on a Peloton or take multiple spin classes a week. Chronic cardio puts stress on the body and keeps the cortisol levels high, as we talked about on Wednesday with cortisol levels, how when they stay high is not good. What I mean about chronic cardio is doing an activity that raises your heart rate too high and doing it too frequently without resting in between. So what activities do you like that raises your heart rate? I like hiking, I like biking, canoeing, kayaking, walking is one of my favorite things. And But there's many other things. So a lot of people like yard work and gardening, and I also have a mini trampoline or rebounder, which I'm getting back on. And that's something I enjoy. I can dance on it, I can walk on it, I can run on it, I can do some jumping jacks. So that's all strengthening for the legs, including the feet and the ankles, and helping with balance. The activity pillar in my program includes ways to implement daily activity, strength training options for increasing strength no matter what level you are starting at, and ideas for high intensity interval training, which is not something that older people are interested in, but there are things that you can do that actually increase your heart rate enough. And it's a bunch of starts and stops over a 10-15 minute period. And I notice when I'm swimming, I can do that. I can do a speed lap. That's another thing I like. I can do a speed lap and then relax. And then when my heart rate comes back down, I can do another speed lap. Do that 4 or 5 times, and that's considered a high intensity interval training. So the daily lessons in my 12-week independent life wellness restoration program provide a step-by-step approach to take you through the different levels from novice to expert and help you find ways that are playful and enjoyable. Or maybe you are one of those women who just hasn't been able to implement an activity routine. You may be thinking that you're so out of shape or have physical challenges that you don't even know where to start, that none of this is possible. Well, let me assure you, it is absolutely possible. I believe you can do it, and you will be surprised at what you're capable of. What I have shared this week is the basic framework of what I believe to be the key factors that can take you from being confused and overwhelmed to disease-free. I shared that in order to improve your health, you need to take everything you do into account. You need to care for your bodies in a way that supports health and proper functioning. And this includes what you put in your body, what you are doing to combat daily stresses, create sleep habits that reduce stress, move your bodies to get the blood flowing to every cell, and paying attention to your thoughts. My vision and desire for you is for you to be the best you can be in your health, and it is my passion to help you get there. And that is why I've taken the time to share this important information with you. So I'm curious, what have some of the things that you've already tried? I would love to hear from you. Go ahead, and if you're in the Facebook group, go ahead and write something in the comments so we can, I can get a handle of what you're doing and what you tried and what has worked for you and what hasn't worked for you. I would love to engage with you there in the Facebook group. So I believe this is not the first thing you've tried. You have been looking for answers for a long time. What I've discovered about other programs is that they draw you in with quick fixes and strategies that pad their pockets and don't give you lasting results. So as I promised, today I will be sharing how you can move forward. There are many plans and options out there. Most lack sound nutritional value and are designed to make money without regard to health outcomes. None of these programs address the root causes and support misleading information. And I also want to mention that there's a lot of supplements out there that that work to lower blood sugar. However, it doesn't really take into account the nutritional value of what you're actually eating. And that's really the key to getting rid of diabetes, really reversing it and reducing it. And that's where I come from. I don't believe that adding certain supplements without making diet changes is practical. So my 12-week independent life wellness restoration program, it takes an integrative personal approach to restoring health by reducing the total stress on your body, taking into consideration the 5 pillars of mindset, nutrition, stress, sleep, and activity, which I believe are essential to support and promote health. I am not promoting a diet or an exercise program, but a solution to restore optimal health so that you can live independently in your home for the next 20 to 35 years without depending on your family as caregivers, and be present, alive, and active to impact the next generation. This solution is not a diet program, it's a way of life. Stepping into my solution will reduce your overall stress in your body, give you more energy, and lower your risk of debilitating chronic disease. These results are possible, and I know that you can do it with my help. One of my clients has had many positive results working with me, and this is what she has said. Working with Ann, I have become more mindful and self-aware. I realized by not trying to do everything at once, it allowed me to build successes gradually. I thought being accountable was a sign of weakness, but over the weeks, I discovered it is actually a sign of strength, a sign of being able to be open and honest enough and comfortable enough to say how I'm really feeling. I really appreciate that Ann has given me the space and the freedom to do so. I'm learning to love myself, to truly see permanent change. And thank you, Ann. So what can you expect working with me? First, my role as a health coach is to walk alongside you, to bring you clarity of what you really want, and to help you get there with guidance and accountability. Now that you know what you need to do, there's these 5 areas in your life that you need to get a handle on. It's not one and done. This requires consistency to drive those numbers down to get you out of the diabetic range so that you break up with a diagnosis, you ditch diabetes, and you're going to live a healthier state for so much longer. This is about making a promise to yourself, of being accountable to yourself. Now that's difficult because women who are working outside the home and raising a family, you generally put yourself last. It can be difficult to hold yourself accountable without having additional stress of feeling like you're being selfish. So this is what I am offering you. I'm offering you to be your accountability buddy for 12 weeks. You can blame me when you need to take a walk. You can blame me that maybe meals need to change a bit. You can blame me when you regularly go to bed on time. You can blame me that you're going to take 15 minutes every day to do a guided meditation. Because if mom is not happy, the rest of the home is not happy. And that's really difficult for you to do, to advocate for yourself. But I am going to help you over the next 12 weeks if you want to walk with me in my program. On top of that, I am going to make sure each and every week you and I sit down and look at what you're eating, how you are feeling and sleeping, and getting the walks in, and are drinking enough water so that you can gradually, in time, create the habits that are going to save your life and increase your longevity. So my invitation for all the stuff I know how to do with diabetes is to be the one that's going to walk with you in accountability so that you can do this for yourself. Mom is diabetic now, and things need to change. It's hard to be strong because you feel like a victim, not a victor. You feel like your body is betraying you. Once you get past denial, you're going to stop blaming yourself. We are really good at beating ourselves up. So it's a high A1C. It's not a death sentence. It's a warning sign against the battle. You need to tackle this now. Let's ditch the diabetes and get on with the rest of your lives by creating habits that your grandma would have had. She ate proper without the list of all the things on the packet in the box. Your grandma would have recognized these 5 ways of taking care of herself. You have been down this path before. I have been down this path before, and I have a solution that doesn't involve drugs. Me, I had a high reading. I reversed my way out of it. I'm off all medications, and I want you to consider that this could be a pathway for you too. Many women are pushed into things by their general practitioner and are not getting their feelings of something not being right validated. The GP is not a specialist. Anyone with diabetes needs a specialist. and I have studied Dr. Jason Fung, who is a renowned diabetes kidney expert. I have read his book, The Diabetes Code, 3 times, and this is it. Oh, there we go. I can't show it to you. Anyway, I don't know why the camera's not working. He knows what he's talking about. You can find him online. Go ahead and look it up. You have diabetes. Let's go and talk to the doctor. That is the specialist. You don't need to be paying for deductibles and paying for medications. You can take this solution now and be free of diabetes. So let me remind you of the cost of doing nothing. The first year of diabetes treatment cost approximately $4,500. And over the course of a lifetime, the cost of diabetes treatment exceeds $200,000. How are you going to afford this medication? That $200,000 will come out of your family's budget. If you don't want to do that, you need to invest a little now to change those habits so you can hold yourself accountable to the promise you need to make to yourself to reverse your way out of this diagnosis. If it's going to cost you over $200,000 in diabetes treatment, doesn't it make sense to deal with it now? So you can ditch the diabetes, leave that behind, and it's no longer a part of your life, much less that you need to factor that into your budget when you should be thinking about how you're going to pay for your kids' college tuition and how you're going to get to retirement. And speaking of retirement, we want you to hit retirement full of energy at the right weight with all your faculties still firing so that you can actually enjoy it. So I'm inviting you to book a call with me. I have opened my calendar to meet with each of you so we can have a look at how we can work together and make you accountable to reversing a diabetic future. So if you're ready to ditch diabetes, book a call. Then I'll have 20 minutes sitting down with you and we can work out if working together is the best fit for us. This opportunity is only open to people I feel I can work with and walk alongside. If you book a call with me, I'm going to make sure that you get my recipe book with over 15 recipes that will help you get started creating delicious, satisfying meals. And I make this invitation, and it's the only way to join, to have a call with me. So when it comes to your health, are you willing to take the long road without direction? Or do you want to take the clear path that will bring you safely into lasting results and change the trajectory of your life? So to book a call with me, I will put a link in the chat and in the Facebook group for you to schedule a call. And I hope I've opened your eyes to the possibility that there is hope and that you can do this. And I am here to support you in whatever you decide. So there is homework for tonight. It's called, it's the activity portion. So today we discussed the importance of moving throughout the day. Getting movement in can be challenging when you have sedentary work, but you can looking for ways to move can be fun. So your homework for tonight is to go on a 15-minute walk. While on your walk, I want you to decide what is the sustainable activity that you could incorporate into your working day that's not going to stress you. What are some ways that you can add movement to your daily activity? What's playful? Can you do it at work or can you do it with others? Do you need 15 minutes outside the house to make a decision? Go for a 15-minute walk and think about it. And while you're on your walk, take a picture of something blue and then post it in the Facebook group so that I know that you've done your homework. So I want to thank you for spending this week with me. Please feel free to post any questions you may have in the Facebook group, and I'd be glad to give you feedback. And I look forward to seeing you and supporting you. God bless you.